here's a few things you can try. And the one thing I want you to understand and think a lot about right now is what video allows you to do is show instead of just tell. All right, what that means is that I can show someone what they're going to get. I can show them what to expect, and I can give them a sense of clarity. And that's really important. If they know what they're going to get, if they've seen a preview for it, they're a lot more likely to say yes, right? So let me give you an example of this. If I open up my tool Vidyard and I go over to my custom home search, maybe I pull up the MLS and I'm creating a custom home search for someone, right? Well, what I can do is I can show them what that looks like. I can show them the kind of data I'm going to be inputting in. I can show them what the final report looks like. I can show them how many pictures of each home they're going to have access to, what kind of information they're going to be able to retrieve. And what that does for them is it gives them a very clear sense of what they're going to get, and it removes uncertainty. And this is one of the biggest benefits of video is if I can see ahead of time exactly what I'm going to get, it eliminates all of my assumptions. And that might not sound like a big deal to you, but it is shocking the kinds of assumptions that people will make. If you just say, hey, I'm going to set you up with a custom home search on the MLS, first of all, do they know what MLS means, right? When they say custom home search, is it one email they're going to get? Is it a weekly email? What kind of information are you going to need from them to set up that custom home search? Are you going to be inputting sensitive data that they don't want to share, right? I mean, that all kind of sounds crazy. You know the answers to those questions, but your consumer doesn't. They don't necessarily, and even if they've done this stuff 5, 6, 7 years ago, they don't remember how it works. So when you show it to them, a lot of them are going to be a lot more likely to say yes. So I'm going to show you in just a few minutes on Vidyard how you can record your screen as well as present at the same time, which is going to give them a sense of clarity, right? Now on the seller side, one of my favorite examples of this is to offer to do a CMA for them, right? Hey, you want to find out what your home's worth? That's a great way to find out if somebody's thinking about selling, right? Well, here's an even better approach. What I can do in this case is I can pull up my CMA tool, record my screen, and I can go through the process. I can say, hey, let's just say we were trying to come up with a value of this home here, okay? Well, we look around it, we see these other places that have sold recently, we find the data about them, blah, 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 right? We show them how we do this, and then we input a little bit of information, and then boom, here's the report that we're able to generate. If you'd like me to do this for your property, hit reply, let me know, and I'll create one just for you. I'll even make one of these videos so you can understand exactly what you're looking at, right? Now they can see exactly what they're going to have to go through. And I know, again, that might feel like it's pretty obvious, but we are always going to be the experts in our field. Our customers are not. So we have to assume that they know nothing. We have to assume that they don't know what this stuff looks like. And if I can show it to them instead of just talking about it, they're a lot more likely to say yes. That's going to be the case in all of these examples. If you can show, you're going to get more results. Now, some messages are going to be more conducive to showing something than others, right? But if we just remember, whenever I have the opportunity to show, I try to go in that direction, you're going to see better results. You also have to remember everything you see listed here, all these examples are examples of providing value, right? Of offering something that has inherent value, and then just asking for them to contact you in return in order to get that thing. That part is really important. If you just make the thing of value, like if you make a CMA for somebody's existing house and send it to them, that can work too. But remember, you're not giving them a chance to have to respond first. So they might look at it, go, cool, that's nice, and then just let it go, right? So you always want to try to give them a reason to respond to you, and that gets the conversation started, right? So whenever possible, we're going to ask them to get back in touch with us.